reliable source for live meetings. The Government Channel presents
This is Spotlight, 1997.
Welcome to Spotlight. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be focusing on a part of city government that protects us all, the Athens Police Department. We'll meet a man who's retiring after 20 years on the force. We'll also meet a very special canine. And in today's DARE report, Officer Rick Crossan teaches kids 8 ways to say no to drugs. All that and more on today's Spotlight. I'm Shireen Jones. Thanks for joining us.
We want to see our children succeed, but setting easy goals for our kids creates the toughest obstacle they'll ever face, because succeeding in the real world isn't easy. Help the effort to raise standards in America's public schools. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
The energy saved by recycling just one aluminum can could operate a television set for 3 hours.
For every 4 feet of newspaper you recycle, 1 tree is saved.
The energy saved by recycling just 1 glass bottle could light a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours.
It's good to recycle because the world can get trashed up and we don't want that to happen in our world.
Buy stuff that's recycled. Recycle the stuff you buy. Take it back.
Be cool about fire safety.
Do you know how to escape from your home if there's a fire? You gotta have a plan. They didn't have a plan, but these people do. Grown-ups can make it, and firemen can help.
Okay, in case of a fire, you and your sister are to go out this door.
Or we can always go out that way. We have 2 exits, okay?
So make sure your family has an escape plan, whether you live in a house or a building.
You gotta have an escape plan, and you be a step ahead. Be cool about fire safety. If you don't want to get burned, be cool about fire safety. You got a lot to learn.
And remember, practice makes perfect. It could save your life and your family. So tell your parents, we gotta have a plan.
Be cool about fire safety. Be cool.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Shireen Jones. On days like today, it's hard to imagine the destructive force of Mother Nature, but in today's bicentennial moment, Alicia Rich tells us about some of Athens' stormy past.
The Hocking River has often flooded in Athens' past, but until the town expanded into the floodplain, the damage had remained minimal. The Great Hocking Flood of 1907 raised havoc with the homes and businesses in the floodplain. Known as Athens' greatest disaster, the flood pushed houses off their foundations, destroyed railroad tracks and bridges, and crippled the town's water and electric supply. 7 people drowned, and a state of emergency continued for days. 3 more major floods in the 1960s devastated the city, placing some OU dormitories under more than 15 feet of water. Finally, having no other options, Ohio University and the city joined forces with the Army Corps of Engineers to reroute the river. Groundbreaking occurred in April of 1969, and the project was completed by 1971. Since then, the Hocking River and Athens have lived together in peace. For the Government Channel, I'm Elisa Rich with another Athens Bicentennial Moment.
Bicentennial moments are part of the city's year-long celebration of its founding in 1797. During the month of May, the city honors those police officers who have died in the line of duty while serving the Athens community. Recently, city officials, local law enforcement, and citizens gathered to honor those fallen police officers.
Whereas the Congress of the United States has designated May 15th of each year to be Police Memorial Day, and whereas our law enforcement officers are the guardians of life and property, defenders of the individual right to be free, warriors in the battle against crime, and are dedicated to the preservation of life and property. And whereas on May 14, 1997, our community will gather at the Law Administration Building to honor the valor and service of its own police officers, now therefore I, Richard Abel, Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim the week of May 11th through 17th, 1997 as Police Officers Memorial Week in the City of Athens, and call upon all our citizens to make every effort to express our appreciation to these men and women who are willing to sacrifice their lives, if necessary, to guard us and our loved ones against all who would violate the law.
Prepare to fire! 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 Bugler, taps! Present, hug!
Edward Davis, David Cook, Clem Howard, Edgar Mariner, John Gooden, Carl Thrush, Teddy Holcomb.
May we, in this memorable hour, consecrate our lives to the service of you, O our Lord, so that we may stand ever ready to answer the call, even as our departed officers. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Order! Hug! Parade! Press!
Up next on Spotlight, we'll meet the man who served the Athens Police Department for 20 years, and kids say no to drugs 8 different ways. All that and more when we return.
20 kids. For 1 hour a week, you leave your concrete world of flip phones and faxes and talk to 20 kids about how business works. They will question everything. But those 20 kids will talk to 20 more. So by Saturday, what you said on Thursday could be halfway around their world. You get to make a difference. Could just make the rest of your week pretty dull. That's the new JA, teaching kids how business works.
In 1993, it became a felony to commit workers' compensation fraud. The Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation prosecutes cheaters, saving millions of dollars. You might ask yourself, who would possibly turn me in? The answer is anyone watching this message. If you suspect workers' compensation fraud, give us a call. BWC is serious about fraud.
There are many misconceptions about the 2 million people who suffer epileptic seizures in this country.
Wow, that was weird.
I thought he was having a heart attack.
I don't see how a guy with epilepsy can hold such an important job.
Yeah, and what if someone catches it from him?
Epilepsy is not contagious. It's not a disease. In most cases, it's a controllable disorder of the central nervous system. Epileptics can live full and productive lives. To get the facts about epilepsy right, the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Picasso painted the old guitarist during a period of depression that lasted 4 years, his blue period. Today, with new discoveries, 80% of depressive disorders are being successfully treated, giving hope to millions that maybe now, nobody has to have a blue period.
It may not look like it, but you're watching the future of the Earth pass by. Because many of these products are made from materials you've been recycling. But to keep recycling working, you need to buy products that say, made from recycled materials. For all those next in line, it would mean the world to them.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Shireen Jones. On today's DARE report, Officer Rick Crossan teaches kids at West Elementary how to say no to drugs 8 different ways.
This is Officer Rick Crossan with a DARE update for Spotlight. Hi, I'm Officer Rick Crossan. Welcome to your DARE update. Last week we talked about the different pressures that are out there trying to get kids to use drugs. Well, this week in Lesson 5, we're going to take and learn 8 ways to respond to these pressures. The main thing that the kids are going to learn today are the 8 ways to say no. The first way that we learn to say no is basically just saying no thanks. No thanks, right? A little simple thing. I walk up to Kyle and say, hey, Kyle, man, try some beer.
No thanks.
All right. The second one is give a reason or an excuse. Give a reason or an excuse. Tell them why you don't want to do it. Yeah. Hey, man, try some of these cigarettes.
No thanks, I don't smoke cigarettes.
All right. The third one is repeated refusal, or as we say, the broken record. Well, yeah, you know, sometimes these people become very persistent, you know, and they keep trying to get you to use it. So sometimes you just got to keep saying no, kind of like that broken record thing, you know. It's kind of like I walk up to the ground, hey, man, try some pot.
No.
Oh, man, come on, try it.
No.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. Just try it one time. Okay. All right. The fourth one is simply walking away. Hey, James, man, try some of this dope. Oh, man, where are you going? The fifth one is changing the subject. It doesn't always have to be a drug offer that they're trying to get you to do. It can always be something else as far as maybe vandalism or something. And when they try to get you to do something like this, and you know that it's wrong, change subject. Think of something else to do. Hey, we're going to get together. We're going down to the school. We're going to vandalize it. We're going to break the windows. And we're going to spray paint all kinds of stuff on there. You know, Mr. Stubby and all. You know, hey, why don't you come on down there with us? Have some fun.
No, let's go home and watch some movies.
We're going to watch. Okay. The sixth one is avoid the situation. Okay. Okay. Avoid the situation, right? The seventh one is give them the cold shoulder. Well, you know, sometimes you just got to ignore the person. You know, they try to get you to do something, just totally ignore them. Some people, it may come natural here, but no. So say, hey, Andy, man, try some of this beer. Bud Light, man. It's not nice to ignore people. Hey, you know, yo, hey. Okay. Good deal. Hey, John, man, try some of this dope. It's good stuff. Hey, yo. The eighth one is strength in numbers. You know, the more people you hang with that believe in the same thing that you believe as far as staying out of trouble, staying away from drugs, the easier it is for you to be able to say no to people. The next thing we do is a great time, and the kids love it. It's called Hollywood time. We group them all together into 4 different groups, and we let them put a little scenario together using strength in numbers.
Drugs. No, thanks. Come on, they're good. Super baby to the rescue! Hey, you guys listen to pie, this is the best stuff, I'm telling you. What? Hey, whoa, what? It's like mixed up for lunch and stuff, okay? Stupid. Yeah, come on, you guys. Yeah, you guys are stupid, come on. Hey, man, you want some drink? No. Man, no, please, just a bucket. Come on, it's against my religion.
Thanks for joining us on our DARE Update. And join us next week when we look at self-esteem in Lesson 6. For those of you who have a child in DARE or may just have a question about the program that you don't understand, feel free to give me a call at 592-3315. I'll be more than happy to take and talk with you or even come and talk to a group to let you know just a little more about the program and answer any questions you may have. During the days of Hollywood, it gets really excited in the classroom, and today was the first day that I've had to use the little hand signal to get everybody quiet. This is Officer Rick Crossan with your DARE Update for Spotlight.
Athens elementary children participate in the DARE program for 16 weeks. After spending 20 years serving the citizens of Athens, Police Lieutenant Jerry Elgin retired. Jeff Harmison reports.
The officers are all aware that for 1997, Bicentennial Year of the City of Athens, we're going with a special badge that the officers are going to wear. And I'd like to give Jerry the first one to be given out. It's a lieutenant badge for the Bicentennial Year. Jerry? Linda? Retiring officers also get a police ID that indicates they are retired. However, he has to turn in his old one, so if you'll turn in your old one, I'll give you a new one. Do you want to do the honors on that?
Lieutenant Jerry Elgin with the Athens City Police Department. We've had the celebration today, and I'm still reeling from that. There's just so many people up here, so many people that has made this organization work as fine as it does. I just wish the City of Athens, with the Mayor, Rick Abel, Service Director Wayne Key, and Personnel Director Beverly Henderson, to take this organization into the 21st century. We have a fantastic opportunity here with the caliber of people we have and the different organizations that's held in here. It's been a pleasure to be 20 years with the Athens Police Department, and the last year I was here to see so much improvement. Our K-9 unit, our horses, bikes, tremendous amount of energy from a lot of good people. And I would just like to say it's been a pleasure and a privilege to serve with the Athens City Police Department. Thank you.
Coming up next on Spotlight, we'll meet a police officer and his very special dog. All that when we return.
Want to do something really nice for your friends? Next time you go out with them, if they're going to be drinking alcohol, offer to be the designated driver for the evening. That means you stick to non-alcoholic drinks and drive everyone home safely. Next time, one of them can do the same thing for you. You could be saving them from being arrested or having a serious accident. You could even be saving their lives. Now that's what I call a friend. For more information on drinking and driving, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
What's up, Ohio? I'm Bill Bellamy, host of MTV Jams, chilling at the Beach House. It's really fun to chill, but there's a time to be real. If you want a better shot at a better life, then you have to pass the Ohio Proficiency Test. Because a high school diploma means that you have what it takes to make it in this world. You got the time, you got the tutors, and you got all of us here at MTV supporting you all the way. To graduate, you have to pass the Ohio Proficiency Test. And to pass it, you need to be real. Take it seriously.
This is Bob Hope asking you to support the National Federation of the Blind. Do you know what blind people are like? Well, they're pretty much like you. They laugh at something funny, but not because of blindness. And they cry if they have a reason to, but not because of blindness. Blind people work and play just like you. They worry about the rent and how to get ahead just like you. And they hope and dream just like you. Blindness doesn't stop them, but prejudice and misunderstanding may. Today, blind people are working as lawyers, teachers, factory workers, farmers, homemakers, scientists, and even comedians. The blind need opportunity, not pity. For information, contact the National Federation of the Blind, 1800 Johnson Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21230. That address again is 1800 Johnson Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21230.
Billy wants to work on airplanes someday, maybe one that you fly in. Now, would you like to call for this free booklet of simple ways to improve his education?
Yeah, shot, Wes. Hi, I'm Charles Durning. You know, we all cherish making new friends. They often give a fresh spin to our lives. But there's one group of friends we sometimes forget, our hospitalized veterans. I encourage you to volunteer your time at a VA medical center near you. You just might give a new friend a fresh angle on life. And who knows, you might even learn a new trick or two yourself. Right, Wes? Right, Charlie. Welcome.
Where's Michael?
National Guard duty.
Ah, bet he's just sandbagging.
I don't think so.
Sure he is.
He left us with all the big fires to put out.
Over 52% of our military is made up of the National Guard and Reserve. They serve in times of war and in times of disaster. And the jobs they perform are hard enough, without you making it harder.
Well, let's hope he's ready for some late nights when he gets back.
Please support your employees in the National Guard and Reserve.
Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm Shireen Jones. Recently, the Athens Police Department acquired its first canine unit. Officer Jim Michael and his dog Ringo have been out and about patrolling the city. that's going to do it for today's Spotlight. We'd like to offer a special thank you to Police Chief Rick Mayer and his officers for allowing us to take a closer look at the city's police department. I'm Shireen Jones. For everyone here at Spotlight, thanks for watching.
For everyone at Spotlight, I'm Dennis Cometti. Good night.